All right, Confer crew, welcome back to some wintertime camping drama. So we're up here at the trailer. You can see the snow on the ground. It's a toasty 26 degrees this morning. I come outside to just check on stuff, and I walk by my water heater and it looks like this. So I see this little icicle sticking out of here this morning. There's another one down here on the ground that broke off. I pop the old grill open and we're frozen solid. So that plug's leaking. I don't know what it is with these Dometics. They have these plastic plugs in them, but they're terrible. So I figure, if that's frozen up, I wonder if the hot water tank may have busted, which would be really bad. So I go inside, I pop the kitchen drawers out so I can get into the hot water tank, and I got a leak in there too. So not a good day for me. Like I said, it's cold outside. At least it's warm in the trailer. There is water running from the hot water tank, so I know the tank itself's not frozen, but I got a couple of leaks I got to fix. So I ran down to, we have two local RV shops here, maybe 10 minutes from the house. I stop at the Blue Compass, which I don't know why I even bother stopping there. Every time I need a part, they never have it. So I stopped there first. They didn't have it. So I ran on up to the RCD here in Delaware, Ohio, and of course they've got the parts. So I got a brass drain plug to replace this stupid plastic one that's got a pitcock in it. It's like 10 bucks. And then the hot water heater itself, it has a check valve built into the top half of it where the hot water comes out. That check valve is also plastic and it's leaking. So RCD also had that in brass, so it was 13 bucks. So I'm gonna go inside and show you guys what I got myself into today. So here's today's shenanigans. I've got everything torn apart like always to get down up underneath of the sink. Let me grab my flashlight here. Show you guys what I've gotten myself into. So down under the sink, you have your hot water heater. That check valve used to live right there, and it was leaking all over the place. So I got it pulled out of there, and I got a new one. So here is the old one, just plastic check valve. Had some plumber's putty on it. This side of it was leaking in there, so I don't know if it's got a little crack in it or what's going on. But it's gone, and it's getting replaced with the exact same part, but in brass. So we're gonna get that put on. And then the drain plug for 10 bucks, I got this brass drain plug with the built-in pitcock on it. So now I don't have to take that stupid plastic one out to drain the tank every time. So that's what we're gonna do in 26 degrees today. So welcome back to the channel. Let's get wet and cold. All right, so first things first, let's get the plumber's putty or the plumber's tape, thread tape put on this guy before we get it down in there on both sides. So we don't got to try to do it down in that cramped little space. So let's pop this bad boy open. Guess in, just got a little check valve in there. Keeps everything from blowing back. And now we're brass instead of plastic. So let's get this thing thread taped up real nice. And she'll be ready to rock and roll when we get down under there. So I've seen about 100 different ways that you can put this tape on here. I've seen some people that say you want it thin. Some people say you want it thick. Some that roll it up into a little string and put it in between the threads. Leave down in the comments, how do you guys do it? I usually just do it flat across there and put on a nice thick coat and make sure it's the opposite direction of how you're going to twist it when you thread it in. That way it doesn't unthread itself from the threads when you're trying to put it onto your, well, in this case, your water heater. There we go. Nice thick coat of tape on there. Don't have to worry about that stuff coming off. I don't know that I'll be able to take you up under here with me, but I'll try. Alright. So I don't know if you guys can see or hear anything I'm doing because the furnace is running, but we got to put this guy in the hot water heater like so. They give you lots of room to work in these things. Alright, so that's pretty snug. And then our hot
Water line goes back on right here. And I gotta find my pliers. There they are. Just like that. So hopefully we'll go turn the water on and this old girl won't leak no more. So let's go turn on the water and see what we got going on.
So I know that everybody's got their own opinion on how they do winter camping. Since we're here full time in the winter, we use one of these heated garden hoses that goes over to our spigot. My handy dandy bucket here. And then we got heat tape that runs up through that keeps our spigot warm. That heat keeps these connectors warm, and then I got the thermostat for the heated hose sitting outside. So let's kick on the water and go see if we have any leaks. All right, first look. Let's get in here and see what we got going on. Find a paper towel here. And that, my friends, is dry. Nice. All right, so that was a quick little 2-minute fix after going to the store and getting the parts. Let's see, it's Christmas time. There's a Christmas tree. Chili K and I stockings hanging up there. So now we got to go turn the water back off, drain the hot water tank, and put that new plug in. That's going to be the cold part. So before we go outside and freeze our butts off, we're going to do the same thing to this. We'll put the thread tape and stuff on it in here where it's 70 degrees instead of out there where it's 26 degrees. Camco, baby, they make it all. Let's thread tape this bad boy up before we go out and freeze our fingers off. Because draining that thing, we're going to get our fingers all wet, then we're going to be cold. So I'd rather do this inside where I can still move my fingers. All right, that's ready to go. Let's go freeze. All right, water back off. It is pretty out here with the snow on though. Nice and quiet. Now I gotta go get my pliers. All right. Let's blow off this water. Maybe there's enough hot water left in here to melt some of this ice. And honestly, I probably should have drained this hot water tank before the winter season started anyway. But I guess there's no time like the present, right? Whew. That wasn't terrible. Here's a quick tip from us. Keep your water heater turned on. Looking back, if I'd have left the water heater running overnight, it probably would have kept the plastic drain plug from freezing and cracking, which led to the leak outside. Now, as for the leak inside, I don't think that one was caused by the cold weather, but it is a good reminder to always check your connections on a regular basis and stay ahead of these little issues before they become big problems. It was warm enough to melt the ice in there. At least we got that cleaned up. And the furnace is running, so I can sit here and warm my fingers up with the furnace. Well, it doesn't have much gunk in it, so that's a plus. Let's go ahead and get this bad boy threaded on here. We'll just leave the pit cock open so it can continue to drain and doesn't build up any pressure on us. Well, I guess with the top valve open, it's not going to build any pressure anyways. Let me go find a crescent wrench. That ought to do there. Close the pitcock. Turn the water back on. Water's on. So if you guys are out there winter camping, leave down in the comments, do you play it smart and go somewhere where it's warm, or do you act like us and stay where it's snowing? Please tell me you go somewhere warm. All right, so just in case you guys want these, the part number for the pitcock for the drain for my Dometic water heater drain, at RCD, the part number is 090268, and that's from Camco. And then the check valve is a 1/2-inch brass check valve for the top of your water heater. It is part number 10-0147. Not sure who makes it, can't see on the sticker, but that's their part number at the RCD. So hopefully that's helpful for you. Hot water tank's about full. Let me go check, make sure we don't have any leaks. All right, guys, so we are leakless. I know it was a short video this week, but it's cold outside. So I wanted to share this with you guys while, you know, it may be pertinent to what you guys are doing out there camping in this cold winter weather. So if you're having leaks in your hot water heater or your water heater or whatever it is that you guys call it, because if it was hot water, it wouldn't need to be heated. So it's a water heater, not a hot water heater. I get beat up on that one all the time, but that's okay. So I'm going to button this up, and we will see you guys next week. Thanks for joining along with us. Make sure you smash that subscribe button and the thumbs up, and leave us a comment if you got any questions about any of the other stuff that we do while we're out winter camping. We'll see you guys.